Hi everybody, Adam here. Welcome back to our Lego room. In today's video, we're taking a look at the latest addition to our Lego City, Bricklink set 910009 Modular LEGO Store. This set was part of the Bricklink Designer Program, and the designer of this set was Chris Now. The set was released in 2022 and contains 2,124 pieces. And, extremely happy with how the finished product looks. There's something, really nice about adding a Lego store to the Lego City. Seems very fitting and, definitely a great addition from that perspective. Also, just really happy with the overall look of the building from a distance. I love the architectural sort of gear look up on the top part of the front facade. Really like the Lego sign on the store there. And then the nice big glass windows and doors on the front of the building are very eye-catching as well. So really nice from that perspective. Now, taking a closer look at the front here, you will notice that the set came with 6 minifigures. We've got 4 Lego Store employees and 2 customers, father and son. Really like the Lego Store employees. Great uniforms that they're wearing. Awesome torso prints. Really nice to add those to our collection. And, nice to be able to add 4 of them. Frequently in a set like this, you would maybe get 1 or 2 of a particular torso like that. So to get 4 of them, really happy with that. And I really like the shirt on the torso of the child there as well. Really nice looking design on there. So really happy with all of those minifigures. The other really nice detail about the Lego Store employee torsos is the Lego symbol on the back of the torsos there. Really happy with that. Just completes the look, in my opinion, for those 4 torsos. So, again, happy that we were able to get those in a meaningful quantity. Nice to be able to, to have such a large pool of them now to pull from. Now, as part of building this awesome set, I've made a few customizations and changes to support the Lego City and how this building integrates into it. First off, you'll notice that we've put this on a Mills module, so it will integrate nicely with all the other Mills modules we have in our city as we are working our way towards having a 100% Mills-based city and general layout. So happy to make that change and not a particularly complicated one, just a matter of having those parts. The other change that I have made here is I've added the 2 Brickstuff lampposts to the outside of the store there. That is so that we can, turn those lampposts on. As you know, we're integrating those lampposts throughout our city. So nice to be able to have these as part of this particular building Mills module. And as part of adding power to this particular store, you can kind of see in the background there, we have wired up some lights on the ceiling of the store as well. So when this module is powered, the lampposts outside light up and the lights inside the store light up as well, which adds a lot, really lets you appreciate the interior details of the build, and also allows this module to really fit in well with the rest of the city when we have the lights off in the Lego room and, the entire city lit up. Really looks awesome. So that is it for customizations. Beyond that, everything else was following the directions in the instructions. As I mentioned, really big fan of the roof detailing here. I think this custom sort of architecture detail on the top part of the roof here looks awesome. Adds a nice piece of visual interest and just helps make this roof line look quite distinct compared to the other buildings in the city. We've got the great flags on the front of the building here. Love the human size, or I guess minifigure size building blocks out in front of the store on the sidewalk there. And you can see another flag on this side over here. And, some great texturing detail and sort of differences in the facade depth of the building. Really like these details that stick out and these little bits under here on the roof line. Just helps things to not look too flat, adds lots of nice visual interest around the structure. And then, as I mentioned, big fan of these windows and doors here on the front of the building. Really gives you a nice view in. You can see the pick-a-brick wall in there, which is an awesome detail. Lots of nice bricks on the wall there for visitors to the store to look at and buy from. We've also got some nice display models in the front window here. Nice train model, a little robot down here. Got a sailboat on this side. Just a number of nice little touches there. And then you can see on let's see if we go over here, you can see on the wall there in behind, this is the cash register area over here, and it's got a nice Lego brand symbol on the wall there as well. Now, this truly is a modular building. You can easily take the roof off and then put it back on. And with the roof off, you can then, access the interior of the building and really appreciate all of the details in there. One thing you'll notice is that I'm using the Brickstuff vertical connectors here to easily allow the roof to be removed without worrying about wires traversing all the way up to the roof lights that shine down on the interior. This connection right here matches up with another connection on the underside of the roof. When those two pieces are together, power is flowing through and the lights on the roof can come on. When they're apart, obviously the power is not flowing through, but there's also no connection there with wires that I need to worry about when taking the roof off. So makes the interior super accessible, while still supporting the lights in there, which is really nice. So happy to be able to have that detail in there. Now with the roof off, you can get a different angle here and, truly appreciate the pick-a-brick wall. Excellent addition here, and is one of the key details that your eye is drawn to when looking at this building. And as you'll see later with the interior lighting on, it really pops. So I think this is an amazing addition as part of the set here. Very true to real life, and just an amazing detail to see and appreciate. Now looking at the side wall over here, you'll notice we've got sets on the shelves here, and they're kind of color-coded as you would expect. You got the light blue, which is more of like a city set, the red, which is like the juniors, pink, which could be, a friends set. So a nice detail to see all of those boxes on the shelves there. Another detail here are the display cases showing finished builds like you would see in a Lego store. So I really appreciate that. A nice touch there. And we've got this nice window detail up here, which I thought was really well done. Again, you know, some depth to that. It's not just flat against the wall, which I really appreciated. And then down here in the main store, we've got a little station for probably some free building. You know, sometimes you see those little stations in the store. You can build with some different elements depending on what their sort of theme is in the store at the moment. Sometimes there's a few sets for sale on those yellow structures and shelves. So a really nice detail that, you know, evokes memories of going to the Lego store. So happy to have that detail in there as well. And if we flip around and look at the other side, as I mentioned, we've got the cash register over here. You can see there's a set or possibly a couple sets up there, I guess, that somebody is buying. And you can see the Lego money on the counter and that great Lego emblem on the wall there above the register as well. So, you know, overall, a lot of great details packed into the interior. And you can see there's even a door into the back room. So let's flip the build around and take a look in the back part of the structure. So looking at the back of the modular building, first off, you can see what the roof looks like. Lots of great details up here. And I really appreciate the skylight they have running across the back portion of the building. Nice way to let light into the building from the room around, you know, the room in general, but also any exterior lights that might be around the structure. So, you know, between this and these nice side windows, really a lot of opportunities for light to get into this particular modular, which definitely makes it a lot easier to appreciate the interior details. Now, as I mentioned, on the very back of the building here, we've got a little room area which acts as the sort of the storage room for the store. We've got a nice bike and a little rack and a drain pipe here on the back of the building. And then we've got a doorway which lets you access the storeroom. And as you would expect, there's a lot of boxes on the shelves back here. And you can see that there's a computer in here as well. So a nice little room. Obviously, I've got some wire passing through there for the lighting on the interior portion of the building. Not too worried about, you know, that wire passing through very obviously in this particular room because you're not normally going to be able to see this room. So I worked hard on hiding the wires in the bigger interior portion of the store, and just let it be what it is here in the storeroom. And then when you're done looking at the interior there, you can close this back up, and that just closes right up, which is a nice little feature, and, you know, kind of a play element, just a nice way to access this portion of the building. Now, as I mentioned, the lights can turn on here. We've got the two lampposts out front, and then we've got the nice interior light. And, you know, as I mentioned, that interior light really helps you to appreciate all of the details inside. Really helps to make it a lot easier to see the pick-a-brick wall there and all the display models on the front shelves there in the windows. So really nice. I think it adds a lot. And then I continue to be really happy with the lampposts. I think they add a lot as well. And, you know, when this is hooked up into the, you know, the full block, the full city all lit up with those lampposts, I think it adds, you know, a lot as well. So, you know, I think this is going to be an excellent addition from that perspective. You can see in those side windows there, nice light escaping out there, very realistic, and adds some nice details. And, you know, as I was mentioning, big fan of these windows and the doors, which allow, you know, a nice view into the structure, but also a little difficult to open, a little stiff. But, you know, those doors open as well, giving you a nice, you know, view into the interior and, you know, a nice, very functional part of this store. So overall, really happy with the lighting on this particular modular. I think it adds a lot. The interesting things that I'm going to need to consider when hooking this up into the rest of the city is thinking about what buildings go on either side of the modular, because it would be nice to maintain the visibility of those nice sort of half circle windows on each side of the modular. It would be a shame to have them completely covered by, you know, another modular right beside them that covers, you know, that goes up the whole side of the building there. Not sure if I can avoid that or not, but we will just see. But that's one thing that sort of pops out, you know, when I look at this building with the lights on, is it, you know, it'd be really nice to continue to see those details on at least one of the two sides. So we'll see. I've got some smaller buildings that maybe could fit the bill of, you know, going next to this building, looking nice, but not covering those windows. So we'll have to consider that. But otherwise, I'm really happy with the way the lighting works here. And I think that I've done a fairly good job of hiding the wiring in the main part of the store as well. You know, I can see the wires if I'm really looking, but for the most part, you don't even notice those wires there, which is nice. I just need to keep that up through all the different modulars, work on, you know, just different ways to hide that wiring. So you get to appreciate the lighting, but, you know, you're not distracted by wires passing through the different rooms of the modular. So overall, really happy with this new LEGO Store modular building. Definitely a fun set to build and one that I'm really proud to have in our LEGO city. I think this was an excellent set to have in the Bricklink Designer program. And, you know, definitely overdue to have a LEGO store in our LEGO city. Now, you know, one of the main things left to do with this structure is to figure out where it's going to go in the LEGO city. One consideration, as I mentioned, I want to make sure I can see this sort of half circle of windows, at least on one of the two sides of the structure. You know, I just really like that detail, and I think the lights look awesome there shining out of that window. So it would be nice to keep at least one side visible. The other thing to consider is whether the building will go on the front row of the city here or in the back row. And at the moment, I'm leaning towards keeping it in the front row just because it's, you know, one of my favorite structures currently in the city. I think it looks, you know, looks amazing and just very fitting to have a LEGO store in the city. So, you know, we'll see where its final home ends up being, but at the moment, leaning towards something probably very close to where it is right now so that we can see it and appreciate it on a daily basis here in the LEGO room. Now, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And thank you very much for watching. We will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.